Still getting used to that.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Luke didn't think a bar was the best way to honor our son.
Yeah, probably not.
I tried not to think about it, but it sure is easier not seeing that sign on the way to work.
Well, if it helps you, I'm glad he did it.
It's strange how random things affect you when you're grieving. Thinking about Sam?
Yeah, I wish there was something I could do for her, but seeing me just makes everything worse.
Sometimes there is no way to comfort.
Sam blames me for what happened. Because of what I did to John McBam. Sam.
Hey.
Hey.
They released you from the hospital already?
Yeah, there's no reason to stay. And it's not like I have a baby waiting for me in the nursery or anything.
Hey, you okay?
You're responsible for whatever you did to McBam, but you're not responsible for the death of that baby.
If McBam got the baby to the hospital, he'd still be alive, Elizabeth.
I know that's what Sam thinks, but the baby died from respiratory failure.
Well, at least the baby would be in the hospital, could get help, put it on a ventilator, do something.
No, there was no guarantee that he would have survived. And if you can't take my word for it, then you need to talk to Dr. Lee.
We're never going to know, because I sent those guys after McBam. I wanted to get him out of the picture because I thought that's going to solve my problems.
When you love someone and you see them slipping away, sometimes you just don't think straight. I'm not placing blame, but there was a time when Sam was so desperate to hang on to you. She watched our son being kidnapped. She watched us frantically searching for him and said nothing.
She'll always regret that.
And you will always regret this.
Why don't you grab a seat over there?
No, I'm fine.
You're not fine, and neither am I. Look at me, I'm holding a purse, all right? Look at, you're lucky I don't run you right back to that hospital.
They would just turn you around. And nothing's physically wrong with me, anyway. I mean, I'm almost fully recovered. What about you? How are those cracked ribs? I know what happened, John. I know why you didn't come back for me and my baby after you went to get the car.
You know that would teach me not to skip out on
Please.
a bill next time.
Don't. It was Jason's fault.
I don't think it matters whose fault it was.
Well, it does to me. Jason had those guys beat you up, and I will never forgive him for that.
For what it's worth, I told her you were really sorry about everything.
And how'd that go over?
Like you'd expect. She's not in the right frame of mind to hear anyone defend you. She even told me that...
What? What'd she tell you?
Later. I'll tell you later.
No, I'd like to know what she said.
She told me that the two of you were over. And that now you're all mine.
There's no way you could have known what was going to happen.
You are not defending him right now.
No, but, I have this way of provoking people, and the way he reacted was not a total surprise. I mean, the timing caught me off guard.
Oh, yeah, me too. I mean, if Jason were really willing to support me, to open his heart to me and my child, he would have been there, and I would have been at home when I went into labor. But when he finally decided it was okay that he could raise Franco's baby, it was too late. I mean, for all of us, especially my baby.
Sam wasn't thinking. It was just something she said in the heat of the moment.
She threw our friendship in my face when I confronted her about McBam, and I know that she wasn't happy when I asked you to bail me out of jail. She didn't say anything, but I can tell that she was hurt.
But she was pregnant with Franco's baby, and we were being questioned about his murder. I mean, didn't you explain to her that you were trying to spare her?
No, it doesn't matter. I did what I did. I gotta live with it.
I really wish you would see that none of this is your...
You know what? I just don't want to talk about this anymore, okay?
John, I never got a chance to thank you. I mean, for everything you did. You delivered my baby in a motel.
Yeah, they didn't mention anything about that at the front desk.
I can't stop thinking about him. how it felt to hold him. I mean, I looked at him, he was so beautiful. He was so perfect. Oh, now he's gone. I came back to get my stuff. I have to leave.
What? Where are you gonna go?
My mom's. I know, it's a little chaotic there, but I think it'd be good for me to be around family.
You know, given that everything that's happened, maybe that's the best place to be. Huh. Well, I guess this is goodbye.
Well, you don't have to be so dramatic. I'm leaving a motel, not Port Charles.
I know, but I am. You know, I came to Port Charles for a reason.
To get something on Sonny. It's personal. About a woman.
My sister.
Wow, that I did not know. Hey. Why don't you tell me about it?
My dad was a cop. He was a good man. He made some mistakes. He was killed in the line of duty. At the hospital, he told me he'd been unfaithful to my mother. And that he had a daughter. He hadn't seen her in a long time. And he made me promise to go find her and make sure she was all right. It was about the last thing he said to me.
Okay. I mean, of course, you had to keep your promise.
When I finally tracked her down, her life hadn't turned out the way my dad had hoped. She had fallen in with the wrong crowd. You know, saying out these people, you know, these guys that sort of think of themselves as glamorous, but really they're just thugs in fancy suits.
Talking about organized crime?
There was one guy in particular. His name was Sonny Corinthos. And before I could get Teresa away from the life, Sonny got her killed.
John, I'm so sorry.
We went our separate ways. He did his thing, I did my thing, but I never forgot. And I told myself, someday I was gonna make him pay for what he did.
So what's up with you and Dr. Keenan?
Excuse me?
Well, I just know that you were really worried after, Kate knocked him out.
She did a little more than just knock him out. He was in the ICU. You know he had to have surgery.
Okay, you were really glad when he was okay.
But he's more than okay. He's being released, and we can have a date tomorrow.
A date?
Yeah. I haven't allowed myself to think about romance, but I kind of like him. I mean, he's nice, and he's thoughtful and kind, and he understands me.
As long as he understands that if he doesn't treat you right, he'll answer to me.
You want justice for your sister. That's completely understandable.
Thanks for listening. I'm gonna have to put all that on hold for a little while. The warrant's expired. It's time for me to go home to Natalie and Liam.
So I guess this is goodbye.
Looks that way.
I never did figure out why you seem so familiar.
Maybe someday.
Yeah, maybe in a random place at some random time. I mean, that's how these things happen, right? A coincidence that doesn't really feel like a coincidence. Anyway, safe travels.
You too. Hope you find what you're looking for. You deserve to be happy.
And you win again?
I said I should play fair. I'm sorry.
No, you should. That way when I do win, it'll mean something.
Listen, I hope Dr. Keenan's right for you. You deserve to be happy.
Liza.
Goodbye, John.
That's it? No rematch? One more game?
Nope, I can't. I gotta go.
Okay. Well, thank you for this.
Hey, thanks for the cool lesson. You gonna be okay?
Yeah. It'll be okay.